Hello everyone. In the previous session, we have discussed questions based on reissue of forfeited shares. Now in this session, we will continue with some more questions. So the question is, Dinesh Limited invited application for issuing 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. The amount was payable as follows. On application rupees 1, on allotment rupees 2, on first call rupees 3, and on second and final call the balance amount. The balance amount is as 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. The remaining amount is 4. So 2 is on second call and rupees 2 will be on final call. The issue was fully subscribed. Ram, to whom 100 shares were allotted, failed to pay the allotment money and his shares were forfeited immediately after allotment. Shyam, to whom 150 shares were allotted, failed to pay the first call. His shares were also forfeited after the first call. Afterwards, the second and final call was made. Now, Mohan, to whom 50 shares were allotted, failed to pay the second and final call. His shares were also forfeited. All the forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 9 per share, fully paid up. Pass necessary journal entries. So now, according to the question, 10,000 equity shares has been issued at the rate 10 each, to which the payment has been made as follows. So we have received application money at the rate of rupees 1. So the application amount will be 10,000 into 1, that is rupees 10,000. So the entry for application money received will be bank account debit to equity share application account. Amount is 10,000. Next, the application money is transferred to the capital account. So the entry will be equity share application account debit to equity share capital account. Amount will be 10,000. Next payment is to be made on allotment. So the allotment money is rupees 2 and the number of share issued is rupees 10,000. That means the allotment money which will be due is 2 into 10,000, which is 20,000. So the entry on allotment money due will be equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. Amount is 20,000 and 20,000. Now, according to the question, Ram, to whom 100 shares were allotted, failed to pay the allotment money, which means number of shares Ram is holding is 100. Allotment money is rupees 2. That means rupees 200 has not been paid by Ram on allotment. So the amount due on allotment was 20,000, out of which 200 has not been paid by Ram. So the remaining amount will be 19,800, which will be received on allotment of shares. So the entry will be bank account debit to share allotment account with the amount 19,800. Next is Ram, who was holding 100 shares. His shares were forfeited immediately after the allotment. So the entry for forfeiture of shares will be equity share capital account debit to equity share allotment account to forfeited shares account. So equity share capital account is debited with the amount 300, as how much is the number of shares forfeited? Number of shares forfeited is 100. 100 into how much is the called up amount till allotment? 1 is on application, 2 is on allotment. So the total number of amount which has been called up till allotment is rupees 3, which means 100 into 3, that is 300. Equity share allotment account is credited as the amount of allotment has not been paid. Number of forfeited share is 100 and the allotment amount is 2. So the total amount will be 200. So equity share allotment account is credited with the amount 200. To forfeited share account, so forfeited share account is credited with the amount 100, as number of forfeited share is 100 and the amount received on application is rupees 1. So 100 into 1, that is 100. Next payment is to be made on first call. It should be noted that the number of shares issued is 10,000, out of which Ram, who was holding 100 shares, were forfeited, which means 100 shares were cancelled. So the number of remaining shares will be 10,000 minus 100, that is 9,900. So the first call amount will be on 9,900 shares. So the first call amount due on 9,900 shares will be 9,900 into 3, that is 29,700. So the entry will be equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account with the amount 29,700. Now according to the question, Shyam, to whom 150 shares were allotted, failed to pay the first call. So the first call amount is rupees 3 and the number of shares allotted to Shyam is rupees 150. So the total amount which the Shyam has not paid on first call will be 150 into 3, that is 450. So the first call money which was due was 29,700, out of which Shyam has not paid rupees 450. So the remaining amount which will be received on first call will be 29,700 minus 450, that is 29,250, and the entry will be bank account debit to equity share first call account with the amount 29,250. So Shyam, who was allotted 150 shares, his shares were also forfeited after the first call. So the entry for the forfeiture of shares will be equity share capital account debit to equity share first call account to forfeited shares account. So equity share capital account will be debited with the amount 900 as the number of shares forfeited is 150 and the paid up value up to first call is 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is rupees 6. So 150 into 6, that is 900. To equity share first call account, as Shyam, who was holding 150 shares, has not paid the first call amount. So the number of forfeited share is 150 and the first call amount is rupees 3. So 150 into 3, rupees 450. And next is to forfeited shares account. Number of forfeited share is rupees 150 and the amount is received on application and allotment account. That means 1 plus 2, that is 3. 150 into 3, amount is 450. So now moving on to the last payment which is to be made on second and final call is rupees 4. So number of shares that were issued is 10,000, out of which 100 shares of Ram was cancelled. The remaining share was 9,900 and now 150 shares of Shyam has also been cancelled. So the remaining shares will be 9,750. So the amount due on second and final call will be rupees 4 on 9,750 shares. So the amount due will be 9,750 into 4, that is 39,000. So the entry will be equity share second and final call account debit to equity share capital account with the amount 39,000. Now Mohan, to whom 50 shares were allotted, failed to pay the second and final call, which means number of shares allotted to Mohan is 50 and the amount of second and final call is rupees 4. That means 50 into 4, 200 has not been paid by Mohan on second and final call. As we know, the amount due on second and final call was 39,000, out of which 200 has not been paid by Mohan. So the remaining amount which will be received on second and final call will be 39,000 minus 200, that is 38,800. So the entry will be bank account debit to equity share second and final call with the amount 38,800. Next is Mohan, to whom 50 shares were allotted. His shares were also forfeited. So the entry will be equity share capital account debit to equity share second and final call to forfeited share account. So equity share capital account will be debited with the amount 500 as the number of forfeited share is 50 and the paid up value up to second and final call is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, that is rupees 10. So number of forfeited shares into paid up value, that is 50 into 10, which is equal to 500. To equity shares second and final call, this will be debited with the amount 200 as the number of forfeited share is 50 and the amount on second and final call was 4. So 50 into 4, 200, which has not been paid by Mohan. To forfeited shares account, which means the amount which is actually received. So number of forfeited share is 50 and the amount is received on application, allotment and first call, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3, paid up value will be 6. So 6 into 50 will be 300. Next is all the forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 9 per share fully paid up, which means the forfeited shares has been reissued at discount as the fully paid up value was rupees 10 and it has been reissued at rupees 9. So there is a discount of rupees 1 per share on reissue of shares. So the number of shares forfeited are 100 shares of Ram, 150 shares of Sham and 50 shares of Mohan. So the total forfeited share is 100 plus 150 plus 50, that is 300. Entry for reissue of shares will be bank account debit, forfeited shares account debit as the share has been reissued at discount to equity shares account. So the number of forfeited share is 300 and it is reissued at rupees 9. So the amount received on reissue of forfeited shares will be 300 into 9, that is 2700. As we know, there is a discount of rupees 1 per share. So the number of forfeited share is 300 into discount per share is rupees 1. So the discount amount will be 300 into 1, that is 300. And this amount of discount is compensated by the credit balance remaining in the forfeiture account. To equity shares account, total amount will be 3000. So at last, the balance remaining in the forfeiture account is transferred to the capital reserve account as it is considered as capital gain. Amount is 550 as profit on 100 shares of Ram was 100, profit on 150 shares of Sham was 450 and the profit on 50 shares of Mohan was 300. So the total profit on 300 forfeited shares was rupees 850, out of which loss on reissue of shares was compensated by the credit balance remaining in the forfeiture account, which was amount was 300. So 850 minus 300, that is 550. So this amount of forfeiture account will be transferred to capital reserve account. Entry will be forfeited shares account debit to capital reserve account with the amount 550. So this was another question based on reissue of shares. We will discuss some more question in the next session. That's all for today. Thank you.